Everyone thinks Commander James Bond only drank martinis, vodka martinis, shaken, not stirred. That image is so dominant, so ingrained, that it has almost entirely replaced the character. It's not wrong, but it's not accurate either. This is Charlie Lennox, reporting in. Commander James Bond does drink vodka martinis, but it's not the only thing that he drinks. If you read Ian Fleming's novels, 007 does not drink for pleasure. He drinks with intention. Bond does not drink to escape. He does not drink to indulge. And he certainly does not drink to perform, except sometimes. I'll get into it. He drinks the same way he uses his training, his routines, and his professional habits. With purpose. We're setting the record straight. In the books, martinis are rare, but they do exist. They are not Bond's default drink. They are not his comfort drink. They are not even his favorite drink. I know. You can be mad. It's okay. They appear when Bond needs to operate, to stay alert, to stay sharp, to maintain composure. Movie Bond has a signature cocktail. Book Bond drinks what fits the situation and his mood. What Commander Bond actually drinks is a little bit more complex. Let's talk about what Bond really drinks in the novels, because the answer might surprise you. Most of the time, he drinks whiskey. Whiskey is Bond's thinking drink when he feels philosophical. When Bond drinks alone, he drinks whiskey, specifically bourbon. Old Grandad, I.W. Harper, Walker's Deluxe, Jack Daniels. These are not glamorous choices. They're not top shelf variety. They are familiar. Whiskey appears when Commander Bond is calculating, when he's injured, when he's isolated from allies, when he's preparing for the next big move. Whiskey is not social lubrication for Bond. It's a quiet constant. Something present while big decisions, are made. 007 drinks beer, not novelty beer, not IPAs, not celebratory beer, not even beer for taste. Beer is for when Bond is exhausted. Beer when he's wrung out. Beer when the day has taken something out of him. Commander Bond drinks geographically. In the United States, Bond drinks Miller's High Life. Really? Yeah. In Jamaica, Red Stripe. And one time in Munich, local steins of beer, and while sitting with an ex-Luftwaffe pilot. Beer is recovery. Beer is stabilization. Beer is Bond returning himself to equilibrium. I know. It's okay. Commander James Bond pretty much medicates with beer. 007 also knows wine very well. Not because he's chasing refinement or it's some sort of hobby of his, but because wine is part of his professional environment. Knowing the wine list is knowing the room. Knowing the wine is knowing the host. Knowing the wine is knowing how not to stand out. Bond orders wine the way a seasoned traveler reads a customs form. Efficiently, accurately, without commentary. This isn't indulgence. This is situational awareness. James Bond loves champagne, but not for luxury, for defiance. He orders caviar in absurd quantities. He pairs Dom Perignon with scrambled eggs. And when someone remarks on the expense,
nonsense, it's only a good plain wholesome meal.
This isn't decadence. It's Bond mocking snobbery and refusing austerity after the war. Now we come to his high-focus mode, those martinis. The martini is not Bond's treat. He enjoys it for what it is. It's his accelerator. In Commander Ian Fleming's descriptions, the martini appears when James Bond needs clarity, when he needs speed of thought, when he needs to stay one step ahead of everyone else present. The way his martinis are made, it gives him the buzz that he'll need to keep going, but he won't lose any of his mental faculties. It won't dull his senses. It won't loosen him up, although it does help kind of smooth out any rough nerves. He doesn't get as intoxicated, really, with his particular martini mix, the way it's prepared and all that stuff. When he needs speed of thought, when he needs to stay one step ahead of everyone else present, this is not casual drinking. This is high focus drinking. The martini sharpens his perceptions, his attention to certain details. It quiets the noise while allowing everything else to come into a better focus, the more important things to come into a better focus. It tightens his margins, places him into a deliberate mental state. Bond may consume large quantities over a day, but he never loses composure. He may appear affected. This is performance. It's part of the job. A role, a calculated misdirection. Bond's drinking is always controlled, measured, precise. There's a connection to this that comes out of the World War II context. And it makes perfect sense when you understand the era Bond comes from. World War II normalized chemical management, alcohol, stimulants, sedatives. Soldiers used these when they needed them to perform certain duties. These were accepted aids, authorized, clandestine, approved, measured. Better living through chemistry. These were used to keep people functioning under sustained pressure. All-night bombing raid? No problem. Watching a prison full of criminals? We got you. Need to relax and get some sleep after crossing the enemy line to retrieve those documents and come back in one piece? We'll get you there. James Bond is not a thrill seeker. He's not an adrenaline junkie. He is a post-war professional. His drinking habits reflect such a reality. Why does all this matter? Why does it matter? Why get down to the nitty-gritty when it comes to a fictional character's drinking habits? Well, modern Bond fandom misses a lot of this entirely. We treat Bond's drinks as lifestyle signals, aspirational branding, need to sell a few pieces of merchandise. That was never ever the point. If Commander Bond was enjoying a drink, it was because of the situation. If he's lingering in the moment, the situation has changed. Commander Bond does drink for pleasure, but he drinks to maintain control of his mind, himself, and his environment, to control his worldview, the situation, the mission. The films gave 007 a brand. The novels reveal the routine. Movie Bond's martini is catchy, branding, symbolic, quotable. Book Bond's drink is completely situational. One is fantasy, the other is procedure. Commander James Bond, 007, is not a party figure. In spite of the movies, he's not a bon vivant. He's not a lifestyle mascot. Please do not take James Bond as a lifestyle mascot. He's a tired, capable government op who drinks what fits the moment. Again, beer to recover, whiskey to think, wine to blend in, and martinis to sharpen focus. Intentional choices, not status symbols. This is the James Bond of the novels. As Ian Fleming wrote him, this is Delta Lennox, signing off.